This is a. I was driving. I was driving into Moab, Utah, which is a stunningly beautiful place that they're currently trying to destroy with uranium mines. But I was driving into Moab and listening to a community radio station, and they were interviewing these two archaeologists, and the stuff they were talking about, it was so shocking that as soon as I heard the interview, I forgot that I had heard it, you know. And then I remembered it a few months later, and I was shocked by the memory, you know. And then I looked it up on the web and found some very little information that was out there, mostly from this journalist in the state of Maine. And basically, before they perfected the making paper out of wood, you know, most paper was made out of cloth. It was called rag paper. And the source of most of the rag for the rag paper made in the state of Maine, which was where most of the paper industry in the U.S. was in the 19th century, came from Egypt. And I'll tell you about it. People are mysterious. They have many mysterious ways. For 4,000 years in Egypt, when someone reached the end of their days, they'd be carried out to the desert, preserved in an oily broth, and they'd be buried beneath the ground, wrapped in 20 pounds of cloth. And they called it Egyptian rag. People are mysterious. Some mysteries last a while, with 500 million people buried in the sands beyond the Nile. So when the British came to build a railway connecting west to east, with every trench they dug, they unearthed the deceased, wrapped up in Egyptian rag. People are mysterious, like one wealthy man in Maine who heard about these mummies discovered as the British built their train. He formed a corporation to make good use of this find. He sent steamships across the water where there were graveyards to be mined, filled with Egyptian rag. People are mysterious, where there's money to be made by turning linen into paper in the body-snatching trade. The boats were sent across the sea for 50 years or more, shipping cargo over to the New England shore, filled with Egyptian rag. People are mysterious, and in the paper mills they thought there was something strange about these tons of cloth they were brought, for they'd throw it on the floor and wonder at what they were seeing as the linen sprang into the shape of a human being. And they called it Egyptian rag. People are mysterious, and we may never know all the many consequences of what we reap and what we sow. But next time you hold a book printed in the 19th century, if you believe there is a God, perhaps you want to pray for mercy for what they once called Egyptian rag. Egyptian rag.